It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Blue line. 5:36. I'm going to
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mariota now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On the move to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They go play action. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
You don't want to pick up the ball. One. 36 to Mike. Hit. Watch the twist. Check 50. Check 6. One. Jim.
Third and long here for Mariota. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for Ford.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Here we go.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
36. Bound to lose one.
Second and 5 now. Mariota on the catch. It's Duke Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, it's Hubbard, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. Play fake. Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mariota. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to get put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got this down to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
36. Check 9.
On 1st down, here's Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, Mariota. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over first and 10. Let's go. On 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down, Atlanta.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking deep for Julio, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down now. It's Hubbard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play action now. Mariota. And Ingram holds it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Got his man, it's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Mariota to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mariota again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, Haskins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the counter, here's Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Mariota. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a 49er 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's put him on the buses.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds his man Johnson.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing is Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
It's on that. 50 on the ending. Check 53 right. Let's go, defense.
They run the counter. Jones. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now off the bootleg, and he's taken down back at his own 7. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. On 1st down, Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Escapes the defender. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's get it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quarterback, don't get it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Jones has it. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins caught by Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You got nothing wrong. You got nothing. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Let's go.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that's caught by Smith. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Complete to Jones. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Haskins. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the 49ers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.